very well said. I think especially since for VKS, I mean, we have a bit of scaling added in here. We have a nice bit of front to back too. It feels like there's a lot of engage tools, a lot of layering, and it does feel like this is a very hard comp to pilot for your first game of Worlds 25.
What different teams have been playing in scrims against each other,
yeah.
And then you get this clash of, does it actually work? Like, I remember a few years ago we had the Amumu support that was throughout all of play-ins and looked like it was going to be a staple of groups, but never really followed through, as VKS now starting to get their vision in and make sure they can spot out exactly what Team Secret Wells are up to.
Vertical jungle style, he goes in blind and he has to flash away immediately, naturally, but Taki's still here. With a remount, there's a lot more danger as Dyer comes in. He gets a bit of burst damage off, looking for the electrocute. Trimby looking for the re-engage as well. Morteus is just spreading the love with the flash, the reignite, the setup. Morteus in trouble, flash away. VKS running for their lives as First Blood's given over with the heal and the invade turning south. VKS are throwing away the game before it's even begun.
And this is a best of one. VKS tried to go for the invade, but you've now given 2 kills across to Team Secret Wales, and that is the perfect start for this squad.
The perfect start for us enjoying an international event. Histo's going to see Trimby walking towards him, close to the smite range. Doesn't get knocked up, level 2 acquire, but Miru's on the way in. A Vault Breaker to be blocked away, and he's going to get Trimby. In the end, Trimby finds this easily. The auto from Miru, there's something back, and a blue buff for Rise. So it's not all bad news.
Yeah, massive. He just gets focused down, a great flash from Taki, and they set it up for Trimby, taking very low on the bottom side.
Yeah, there's a lot of danger coming from this rel. As you said, so far it's been really good. Die, meanwhile, though, a little bit low. Room Prison under turret. Miru, that blue buff is getting put to work.
Miru making it happen in the mid lane. This was the big pickup that we saw for the VKS side that made all the difference. Every team, this was the big pickup that we saw for the VKS side that made all the difference. Every team that Miru's come into, at least get some vision down potentially here.
For VKS, hitting this dragon again would be a lot more respite in the early game, as Histo is going to peek his way in. Hero sees Rakan. Trimby just sits in the bush, can't do too much. Wave it a bit of a standstill for now, as even Boal comes to help out. Histo's still thinking about it, but it does feel like this dragon's a foregone conclusion. There's nothing to gain apart from your Raptors, and first dragon of the game goes to VKS. Dyer has no mana, and so Taki's there to support.
Yeah, it does mean, it's only to support TP, but it does mean now you've got 2 people on this bottom side. So do VKS try and contest now on towards the Void Grub's take?
Nice stop onto Boal, by the way. Taki on our right side. Boal was just backing egregiously on a control ward, so his tempo's slowed down a little bit. But triple grub, you don't often say, is easily going to be taken here by Secret Wales.
Yeah, I think VKS wanted to contest, but as you say, the interrupt, now Trimby should be able to just dash away, but the interrupt onto Boal means he can't TP up into the play, so immediately VKS have to back off. So at least Team Secret Wales getting some of the objectives back in this top side to match for the early dragon taken by VKS.
Going all back into the 1v2. Let's see where we go from there. Dragons in 2 minutes 30, by the way, so any bot lane play's not going to open anything, but a Realm Warp will. Dyer goes into Fog of War for a little bit, but an easy flag and drag. Wait for the Room Prison, he won't go anywhere. Cataclysm down, and a third kill, no. This time given over to the Jarvan. Desamus is on the board.
Nice job by Desamus, managing to get in behind there and make sure there was no way that he could escape. And now, Morteus on this top side as well. You see Taki is trying to match on the top end, but flash.
Oh, in a 1v2. Hang on, Hero jumping in. Trimby doesn't get the stun. The flash away now burned as Trimby's just out of the play. Morteus has to burn his own. Taki came in with a Shattering Strike and narrowly misses, but that's double summoner. Make it triple as VKS aren't out of the woods yet.
Keep your eye on the Void Missile. Can Eddie land this?
Eddie, no, not finding a target, but Hero's now here. The empowered W easily done. Morteus next up, second skin. A double kill over to the Croc, and crikey, damn! VKS are now in more trouble because Boal is committed to this play. He gets popped back, sent out, the all-out use over the wall, and a turret shot added in! Boal, that was beautiful! The setup with the flag and drag as the play continues, and Eddie now in new bits of trouble. He's got no mana to press the E button, and he'll die too. VKS are bringing the fire with the return.
VKS respond well. They TP in with the rise to the top side, so Miru,
you know, they just play the other side of the map, really fail against Team Secret Wales, but for VKS, who've had such an insane run this year, and had an insane run versus 100 Thieves. I'm sorry, NA fans, I don't care. 100 Thieves got beaten by this team, and it was actually quite solid. The production team are looking at me very unfavorably. I have to get off to the stage at some point. TSW have to respond now.
But they have zero vision. They'd have to go in completely blind, and that's not exactly where we want to be, especially as you've got Dire still pushing in this bottom side. Going to TP now, but I don't know if they're going to get in here fast enough before this objective is gone.
Taki has a flash, but he won't be able to engage at half HP. Now he might have to suicide. Already goes forward to reset the summoner. BKS pulling off at a 3k though, is still now imminent potentially. He still needs to hit the eye. It's there in front and he's taken it. Vault Breaker in, looking for the engage. Eddie repositions the back of the fight and Disarmus is down first. Trimby went in, but just to die. While the Renekton was juicy meat, but you can't eat Crocodile today. Instead, try and eat Eddie, who flashes away. Set up from Boal. The all out, the true damage, waiting for that to come in because Kasante, no! He goes up, Boal went up, and Eddie went south. Miru sets up, and flash away from Darius. History re-engages. Not only did he steal the Herald, but he just stole away LTA South.
The young upstarts are still... Even you see Trimby starting to shift up towards this top side, but they're not really in a position to cross map either, so looks like BKS just going to watch as this goes down.
Second Dragon, and it's an Infernal Soul as well. Bit of burst on this comp, that feels nice.
Is sneaking in behind, and I'm wondering how much they want to try and rest, but with this early Rift Tower going in towards the mid lane, looks like it's just going to be a quick take for Team Secret Wales.
Might be good damage on inner turret as well. Only 2 members, maybe 3 with Disarmus showing up now. Herald going to be mounted. Meanwhile, hang on a minute. Was I wrong? Boal in close of territory of dying out. Send it out again, the Weeding, good damage. Pull back not there, Leandri's helping out. The Rel finds a new turret. Good drifting from Taki. Like I said, Team Secret Wales ain't slowing down. Another turret goes down to the same Herald. 5,000 gold, Dagda. It was only a couple of seconds ago that it was at 3. I think the biggest problem now, Dagda, is the fact that Eddie has got that Gwynsu's Rage Blade, that on hit to add to a Kasante and like-minded members. There is a lot of damage coming out of the woodwork. And VKS is about, can they survive? Can the Kasante absorb it all? This is a Vi who's just taken on a support. Trimby's out of there, and that opens up Dire to get the turret by himself.
But look how much vision is in this top half of the map for Secret Whale, right? That's why Histo knows he's free to go for it, because there's no one who's going to just suddenly charge out of him from a brush. So Team Secret Whale is happy to keep this push up, and it's difficult for those members to make any meaningful headway. And that's exactly what the VKS are playing through now. You can see this is where the choke point they want to try and make happen.
Hero is moving towards it though. Boal has been burst out by Dire a little bit. Taki with an engage sets up the Magnustorm. Eddie jumps in. He's been charmed for the time being, but look at the burst as he flashes away. They need to kill the Kai'Sa. For the VKS, they're getting shredded apart, trying to jump back in, but Eddie survives. A double kicks him up, and Team Secret Wales, they can do this in their sleep.
Hero had a great flank there, which denied Morteus the opportunity to actually get the flank and follow up on the initial play, form the rest of VKS. So
if Morteus is the one that gets hit by it, well, goodbye chances he's gonna find. Vault Breaker in, wrong place, wrong time, sets up the ulti, the dive. Classic Team Secret Wales. Hero's under turret, taking 2 shots, but it ain't like before. A charm up while Mary starts firing away, but between 2 worlds, sends VKS to the wrong one. It's a trade in the end, a good shutdown, yes, but now mid-turret's exposed. Team Secret Wales have 4 members, and there's only 2 of VKS, as Baron sits there waiting for its victor.
Yeah, Miru and Disarmus left just in awe of how quickly Team Secret Wales were able to make that play happen. They catch the AD carry, they finish off Boal, and now Baron in their sights. The VKS just look stunned.
Not much to do except for Miru just to try and get this objective bounty on this turret bot, and as Baron gets taken, we'll move to 12k, we'll move close to it. Team Secret Wales are covering this as best they can. Samus is also here, Dire gets over the wall, but Miru is going to take this turret, so shortens the goal a little bit here from the Red Bull Baron power play.
Although you do have like decent wave clear, it's not fantastic against the potential push here from Team Secret Wales.
He's trying to bait it. Eddie does take the bait into Miru there. They were lying in wait. It finally pays off. Eddie's down. The Summers with a shutdown. We go from 11 to 10.
Like, it's just been little mistakes from Team Secret Wales.
It has.
Like, now, they will still get stolen. They are still in a very strong spot. But again, we were kind of saying, like, 3 items coming through from Morteus is that sweet spot. Now you've got the Sonya's Hourglass completed on towards Miru, which makes him a little bit less of a dive target as well. Having the Baron buff that they can continuously shove in and then fall back to Elder is going to make it really difficult for VKS. I don't see a world where they're able to hold on to these towers, and then it's a Nexus defense against an Elder Dragon.
Flash in from Taki, sets up with the Magnus Storm. Miru goes golden though. He's a little bit deeper now, the turret's gone. They've got nothing to lean back on. Between worlds sets them up nicely as well, and the re-engage. finally getting it done. We waited for 10 minutes for the LCP to smack LTA once more. And Dagger, they'll run through for the first win of Swiss stage to tie this up in a neat bow.
It was slow until it really wasn't as Team Secret Wales crashed down in the VKS and the hopes of the LTA cell.
LCP on the board first in a big way. Second seed, do it right. And Team Secret Wales, we expected dive comps. We got a dive comp in their BO1.